What is up, guys? Welcome to Mega Haul 20. This time we got some serious Star Wars haulage to kick us off. So all these figures are from the same guy, Tim Spurek. I think that is how you pronounce your last name. Thank you very much for hooking me up with these loose figures here. So some of them are for customs, some of them are, well, majority are for my personal collection. This Django, going to use the helmet and the jetpack for a custom. This little Boba, going to use the helmet and the jetpack for a custom. Anakin, probably going to use him for a custom. Savage is going to be to upgrade my Darth Warlock. And Eithkoth over here is probably going to be used for Wolf Sazin. So, also from Tim, I got this haul today actually. Something I got a couple weeks ago from him, but wanted to save to do as one haul. XR Coon Pack. So very happy to finally have this in my collection. Fantastic condition. Yeah, very stoked. Looks very good. So thank you for the two very easy purchases, my friend. So a very nice way to start off Mega Haul 20. And on to the next package. Alrighty, it is a lovely rainy Wednesday morning here in my town, and I had a package get delivered. This one came with a courier actually. This is a pre-order from about 3 months ago from Premium Collectibles, and it is the new Spider-Man Wave. Probably not so new by the time this video is coming out. This LED light's going to glare the shit out of them. But 2 Miles, 2 Peters, move them back, and we have Electro, and we have Gobs, Silk, and Spider Bitch. So yeah, very happy to finally have this after such a long wait. But that's what happens when you pre-order here in Australia. You have to wait quite some time to get them at such a low price as well. Otherwise you can spend like $250, $300 and get them sent in from America. But I'd rather just wait a little bit longer. You know, waiting never hurt anybody when I still have an extra $100 and something in my bank account, I guess. But yeah, still very happy with this wave. I can't wait to open them up. The doubles of these are actually going to a good friend of mine. So yeah, fantastic. So a good start to my morning, and on to the next package. Alrighty, this was a trade with my buddy James Moore. So thank you very much for sending me this Darth Malgus figure. I'm still trying to decide what custom I want to make out of him, since of course I do already have a Darth Malgus figure complete in my Sith collection. I'm leaning towards either a Darth Havoc, or since I have another package on the way that will go well with this guy, I could make him sort of a Mandalorian leader for that other package that I have on the way, which should hopefully be the next one. So I think I might lean towards that, because those figures in that package will definitely complement this guy and they will look great together. And I do like those shoulder pads on Malgus. They look sort of like a Mandalore the Ultimate type sort of deal. I always got those big shoulder pads, but I'll work something out. But very happy with this guy. I'm glad to have him as a, well, I guess he's as a fodder for my customs. So definitely a great base and a very easy trade with James. I'm glad you got your part of the trade today as well. It was pretty cool. He messaged me and I was at work and he said, "Oh, I got the clone trooper today." I sent him a certain clone trooper that he wanted for the Malgus, obviously. And he was like, "Oh, did you get Malgus today?" And I was like, "Oh man, I'm still at work. Shit, I can't wait to get home to see if he arrived." But yeah, it turned out really well. We both got it on the same day. So very cool. So yeah, thanks again, man. And on to the next package. Alright, next haul was a 2-part haul. Of course, the Malgus that I got from James. I'm putting him with all these Rise of Cobra what are they, accelerator suit ripcords. So I'm going to turn him into a sort of Mandalorian leader, and then have that as like a Mandalorian squad. Of course I'm going to paint them up differently and stuff. I'm probably going to go with like a, right now I'm feeling maybe like a dark red sort of theme, you know, silver, black, dark red. Go for like a Knights of the Old Republic sort of look. So that'll be pretty cool. So I got 5 of these guys to go with him, which look fantastic. I'm not sure about the helmets yet. I might swap the helmets out for something, but then again, they're not too bad. Helmets are, they can maybe pass for sort of Mandalorian-ish sort of helmets with the right color scheme. So yeah, 5 of those. Also got a Cobra Commander just for a fodder. So also he's over in my fodder lot. And then I got this Star Wars haul here. Most of it's all Clone Wars stuff, but you know, there's bits and pieces of other things through it, but the main chunk is Star Wars. So of course, biggest thing that stands out there is that Force Unleashed Rancor, which I'm very happy to finally have. So I have been wanting this for quite some time now. Now I've got to just make room for it. But very cool. Has the opening mouth, which is fantastic. Would love to get a Felucian rider for it. And then here we have just a bunch of figures. So some Ewoks, the baby Ewok, got a Clone Wars Plo Koon, which will probably, I guess definitely be for fodder, considering I already have one. Clone Wars Kit Fisto, which I will be keeping in my collection. The Rhodian Jedi from the, pretty sure he's from the Geonosian 2-packs. So yeah, very stoked to finally have this. And I got him for very cheap, a couple dollars. I think maybe like $3 I paid for him. So, which is fantastic. Then of course I have another pre-Vizsla there in the back, custom fodder. And then I have a AT-AT driver. I'm pretty sure that is what that is. And then I have a Clone Wars Ki-Adi-Mundi in the back. A Clone Wars Aayla Secura. And then Clone Wars Obi-Wan there in that snow gear. And then there's I think it's a Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan in the back there. And Yoda on his Kaibuck from the micro animated series of Clone Wars, which is my favourite type of Clone Wars. So yeah, that was today's haul. Yeah, very stoked. Keen to get into these customs, keen to work out what I want to do with all these customs, since there is so many of them here to be made. But all in good time, I'm in no rush. So yeah, on to the next package. Alright, 2 more packages arrived today. Here we have the first haul. We have Clone Commander Stone, Thaya, Antares Draco, and Ganna Krieg. The Imperial Knights, I actually do already have these guys. I bought doubles for customs because they have fantastic bodies for customs, or at the very least I can do head swaps and have another 2 Imperial Knights. And Wave 2 Kit Fisto, the fully articulated one, because I already have the version from I think Wave 1 that has far less articulation, and I like this one a lot more, so I upgraded to him. And Gaius the Traitor, which has a really cool helmet. I love these, they sort of look like Greek helmets, they look really cool. So that was the first haul, all from the same guy, so from Facebook, sorry, or from one seller. And then 2 more figures from another seller, both of them being Luke Skywalker figures, and both of them being comic pack Luke Skywalkers. So yes, both these 2. Where's his foot hole? Get on that stand. Yeah, so very cool to have both these Luke Skywalkers finally. Let me zoom in and focus on them. I think this one might have meant to have a green lightsaber. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to double check. If so, I do have plenty of spare green lightsabers. But yeah, very, very very much like this this Luke Skywalker here. I need to get the Dina Shan that goes with him, and then that'll be another comic pack complete. This comic pack with this Luke and the Clone Emperor is complete now with this Luke. So yeah, nice little haul today, and a good way to start a week, as it is Monday here in Australia when I received these. So yes, on to the next package. Alrighty, some more Star Wars haulage for us here. These figures are coming thanks to David. He hooked me up with these, and also another stone and another Thia, which is incomplete. Doesn't have the little collar around his neck, the little, little pauldron guards, but that is fine. I'm going to use him as just another man in Thia's squad. Looks pretty cool with Jack there. And stone, probably just gonna either be custom fodder or trade fodder, but very happy to finally have Bly. So I thank you very much, David, for hooking me up with them. This was a trade, by the way. And then Ben hooked me up with some figures for customs. So I have a Clone Wars boss. This Anakin here, which I'm probably actually going to keep as Anakin. It's a really good figure. Then just some, real fodder figures like Clone Trooper with no wrists, Darth Vader missing some hands, but really good. He's got really good boots. These soft goods are really good. I can repurpose the cape and the waistcoat and the belt. A Jango Fett without a helmet or backpack, and he has 2 right arms, which is an easy fix. I can cut off the hand, add on a different one. I'll fix him up to look really good and repay him for another Mando. A Anakin here, a head, which is really useful. Maybe this arm over here is pretty good, the bottom of these legs. The rest is not too useful for me, as it's one of those spinny figures. And a Cold Weather Gear Rex, which I might just keep as Cold Weather Gear Rex and put him in my collection. I would keep Boss in my collection, but he's not the hardest figure to find complete. Tangori on eBay, many of us will know him, has him complete for quite cheap, so it'd be easier just to get the complete one than it would be to track down his gun and backpack. I am thinking of actually going to working on him right now. Actually, I was considering making Grigor, but I think I'm going to just make a Republic Commando in the same color as Genesis Squad. I think that would look really rad. So that was my update on the haulage, and on to the next package. You want to know how hard it is being a super articulated figure collector down here in Australia? I'll tell you how hard. We finally got our first wave of super articulated Black Series 3.75 inch figures at retail this year, and it was none other than this wave. To make it even harder, some asshole went in and picked up pretty much absolutely everything and left just these 2. So I'm glad I snagged them. They must have just been put out today, because I went in yesterday to check and there was absolutely nothing there yet. And yeah, went in today after work and there was just these 2, and they were just scattered sort of around the place. So fuck you to that guy. Probably made off with like 2 cases of them, and I know it was the one person because I talked to the lady at the lay-by, and she said some dude came in and lay-byed pretty much everything. So not only did he pick them all up, but he's just being a douchebag and didn't even have the money to pay for them there and then. So you know what, fuck you dude. I could have really used a bunch of those Scarif, well not a bunch, I was happy with 2 Scarif troopers, and another Imperial Death Trooper would have been really nice and I would have been happy. So enough of my little rant, but it is what it is. I'm glad I at least got these 2. And I do have my buddy Ben, which I did just show one of the trades I got with him. He's hooking me up with 2 Scarif troopers, so hopefully they'll be here shortly and I can show you guys in probably the next package. Okay, so I went back to my big W today, 2 days later, before I picked up the other Rogue One figures that were in the previous part of this haul video. And what I found is I found Captain Cassian. Let me just get that better in shot. Captain Cassian and 2 Scarif Stormtroopers. Now, listen here, Deborah, from the big W help section, bitch. I knew they'd have more in the back. Like, she told me, what she told me? She told me, no, what's out there is what's there. And I was like, okay, lady, I'll grab these, and at least I'm happy that I picked up at least 2 figures from this wave. But I fucking knew it. I knew they'd have more in the back. So yeah, I went back 2 days later, and yeah, there they are. There was another 3 Captain Cassians. But yeah, very happy that I at least picked up 2 of the Scarif Stormtroopers. No more Death Troopers were there. I would have really liked to get 1 more. But yeah, very happy with this haul here. I am psyched to have these Scarif Stormtroopers. And like I mentioned before, I have Ben. He picked me up another 2 Scarif Stormtroopers, which he'll be shipping to me tomorrow. So I'll have a squad of 4. And what I'm going to do is paint the... see, it says squad leader. But in the Black Series, the squad leader has the blue stripes across his chest and shoulder pads. So I'll do a little bit of research, but I'm pretty certain the one with the blue stripe is the actual squad leader. So what I'm going to do, if my information is correct, is paint a blue stripe across one of their chests and the shoulder pads to actually have one that is the squad leader. Should look pretty cool, and differentiate him from the rest, and it'll look like a proper squad. So very happy to have 4 of these Scarif Stormtroopers in total now, with stuff on the way. Captain Cassian, it wasn't really one that I wanted, but when I saw him there, I figured, why not? He can go with Jin, and they'll look pretty good together. So yeah, very, very damn psyched. Fuck you, Deborah. And on to the next package. Got hooked up with 2 more Scarif Troopers from my buddy Ben Tubbs, like I mentioned a couple haul video sections ago. So now I finally have a squad of 4 Scarif Troopers. Of course, would love to add more to the squad, but I'm happy with 4. I want to paint one up as a squad leader and one as a Scarif captain, with the different blue markings along the chests and the arms. So when I crack these 2 open, which will be right after I finish recording this, I will put them on the to-do list. But yeah, very, very happy with the design and the execution of these figures. And the Scarif Troopers definitely have to be my favourite looking figures / characters from Rogue One. So yeah, on to the next package. Okay, final bit of haulage for Mega Haul 20. This is my small little Christmas haul. K2SO goes very well with my Jin and Cassian, so glad to have him. That was from my mum, I believe. And then from my partner, Georgia, she picked me up 3 figures. First one was the Republic Trooper. Picked it up on eBay from eBay seller Tungori, who has been selling them out the arse lately because of a reissue, I believe. Clone Wars Evan Peel, or PL, however you pronounce his name, I'm not sure. Been wanting this figure for quite some time now. Very happy to have him. Very cool figure. And then one that's not so rare, but one I've been putting off, and she finally picked up for me. Clone Wars Yoda. And now that I have this Clone Wars Yoda in hand, he's definitely my favourite Yoda. So much articulation, and he can get into some really cool poses, and looks cool. So I am happy to bring you Mega Haul 20, wrapped up with this small little haulage. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. Leave me a comment on what Star Wars figures you got for Christmas. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Hope you guys had a great 2016 and have a just as great 2017. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.